Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo August 31, 2022. This can be a strong day for self-renewal through familiar activities, retreat, or nesting. You are more likely to show your affection for the people and things that you most count on. Mercury heads into your sign today. It's one of the more communicative phases of your year. It's a time when you're not only reaching out more often, but you're also communicating with more impact. You might prefer to take the lead in mental tasks and make executive decisions. With Mercury in your corner, you can enjoy more alertness and a greater ability to talk about your plans. Chatty Mercury enters your sign today, which is equivalent to having a microphone in your throat. Are you ready to speak your truth? Single or already taken, the messenger god isn't necessarily working at its highest potential when transiting through your sign, as it prefers to communicate via art, music, and spiritual pursuits. However, you couldn't be more thrilled, as you are totally in your element. With all that being said, this presents you with an opportunity to change things up and use your imagination regarding your messages of love. Maybe it's through poetry or your favorite lyrics. There is magic in your vulnerability. Over the last few weeks, you may have adopted a unique outlook of work or even considered radically different approaches to your professional projects. If you are ready to showcase your new ideas, Mercury entering your sign could be the mental and communicative push you need. Now that Mercury is in Pisces, you are going to come out of this period of reflection with a fresh take on your professional matters. Use this mercurial transit to speak up about your ideas with hope. The closer you get to the sun's return to your income sector, the more important it becomes to hold on to the valuable clues, hunches, and insights the moon's return late last week has left you with. With the moon returning to your financial sector next week, this will be a chance to first give the other side of the financial fence some attention. People in your social sphere will pay you particular attention, making you feel secure and helping to address your needs. You can be sure that people are ready to meet them. This can bring positive changes to your social environment in the long run. Dig out your goals and review them, or make some belatedly if you have to. Now is a great time to work on implementing those good changes. With newfound confidence, it's time to enjoy yourself and use your abilities to connect with a bunch of new people. Your enhanced attractiveness and appeal mean it's easy to make conversation. Who knows, maybe at the end of this adventure you may meet someone special and allow them to enter your life. Today's energy encourages you to muse on what you enjoy and what makes you happy. Write down some of your favorite foods, things you like to do, and consider the many ways in which you depend on your body, and your body comes through for you. This is an excellent time to contemplate what we must not take for granted. Your body is your most valuable earthly asset. Are there ways in which you've neglected it? How do you go about honoring it? Take care that your generosity and loyalty toward a family member doesn't cost you too much in the long run. You may feel as though you don't have a choice when it comes to fulfilling requests from someone in your family, but this isn't really the case. You always have the choice. If there is something you just aren't comfortable with, the essence of this day can give you the extra courage you need to take a stand. As the sun spends his first and Mercury his last full day in your home and family sector, they are putting the focus on things close to home and with perfect timing. With Mercury retrograding back out tomorrow, there is a chance to seize the opportunity he brings to make up for lost time, and especially when it comes to giving the past and unsaid words a voice. The Sun and Mercury are aligned today before going their separate ways, with even the Moon encouraging you to make the most of any downtime over the weekend. A week after returning to your romantic sector, the dwarf planet Ceres is still on her own, but with the Sun now just a month away. This is giving you time to continue a deep dive into your heart's needs and priorities, something that is getting support and gaining confidence from Mars, the planet of passion and the warrior planet of the cosmos last weekend in Pisces. Our eyes in the sky. Venus and Jupiter share a minor aspect, as do the North Node of Destiny in Chiron, creating an intense, goal-oriented vibe. This aspect can stir obsessiveness around status and work, which might verge on the unhealthy due to an opposition with Venus. There is danger that your drive and dedication to accomplish certain things will blind you and throw you off balance when it comes to matters of the heart. Insecurity about failure could be magnified, and trying to calm down could be hard. Your close relationships might not be able to understand or relate to this mental state, and there's a risk that this could cause problems. You also need to keep an eye out for controlling behaviors in others as well as yourself. There is also the potential for issues with maternal figures, so try to avoid any confrontations with your mother. As we move into the afternoon, a quincunx between the North Node and healing asteroid Chiron can inspire us to talk out and work through our issues. Unfortunately, this aspect is choppy, and the disconnect we're feeling with regard to others might not heal as easily as we'd like. Mercury and Uranus share a minor connection, and that combined with the over-the-top energy from Jupiter and Venus could take us to a brink that ends either in a blow-up or an agree-to-disagree handshake. Whichever direction you choose to go, you'll be feeling a lot lighter by bedtime. In the pre-dawn hours, the moon enters Libra, ending its void of course which began last night. Over the next 2 days, we are increasingly preoccupied with achieving peace and harmony in our lives. We now realize that intentions set during the Virgo new moon are only achievable with the help of others. To this end, we seek out relationships with those who share our goals. We should simply be mindful not to adapt our objectives to appeal to social convention. It's possible to attain consensus without sacrificing our own needs. After sunup, the Libra moon aligns with Mercury, making us social. We want to be around people and exchange ideas. Conversations are pleasant but somewhat superficial. We can walk away from a dialogue feeling that we have just spent a good deal of time parroting another's opinions, or that another has done the same to us. There is nothing wrong with agreeing on points, but later in the day, we'll realize that we've talked in circles to avoid stepping on another's toes. That being said, if we are currently fighting over a difference of opinion, a consensus can now be reached.